Awesome Rider here. Welcome to my review for the Dragon Ball Daima Mini Goku figure from the Dragon Stars line. Haven't covered these in a while. I used to cover the early waves of Dragon Stars, but I've just kind of been picking them up sporadically. But ever since the Daima finale, I've had an on and off Dragon Ball kick, and I decided I wanted to pick this guy up. Now, originally, I wanted to get the Figuart because I think the face on this looks good. I just want to say I do. It is a little bit kind of like blank stare-ish, but after looking at some of the art, like some of the default art does kind of have a look like this, so I think overall, this face does look good, but the Figuart does come with swappable faces, and there was a couple that I liked more. But then I saw Mini Vegeta in person at Target, and it was insanely small. Like, I know these are called mini, but this is small too, but it's got like a nice heft of weight to it. It feels more worth the price, whereas that's like double, triple the price depending on where you get it, and it was like pathetic. I just couldn't do it, so I'm like, you know what? I can get this for $18 on Amazon, and I'm glad I did that. It kind of goes hand in hand with why I stopped buying most Figuarts for other franchises and just getting stuff like this or Hasbro's releases of like Black Series or Marvel Legends because, yeah, it's not as good looking as the Figuart, but it's like at least half price for overall a solid figure. So yeah, definitely, if you're looking to save some money, I'm sure the Figuart's great. If it was ever like 20 bucks, I'd pick it up. But if you're looking to save some money for something that's a little bit more substantial, I definitely recommend this. I kind of just spoiled the conclusion there. But yeah, overall, I think a solid figure. One thing that's weird that I don't remember my old Dragon Stars figures having, because they're in storage right now, is like the hair is this weird rubbery material, which I don't necessarily hate, but it was definitely like off-putting. Like when I put it out of the packaging, I first thought like, oh my God, did it like melt or something? So that's weird. Like I said, the face, I think it does look pretty good in terms of looking cartoonish. It is a little bit of a blank, starey vibe to it. I wish it was a little bit different, but overall, it's honestly fine. I think the coloring looks pretty good on the clothes and whatnot. You can get nitpicky with, you can really see the joints for sure, maybe breaks the quote-unquote immersion, but it's a toy. I think overall, the articulation is pretty good. Like you have a solid ball joint here. You got, as you can see, some really good articulation in the arm, ball joint on the fingers. You do have nice leg articulation that's a little bit hindered by this flap here, but that will probably loosen up over time, but that definitely is worth noting. You got a knee joint there, nice ball joint at the foot. Everything overall feels solid. It doesn't feel like it's going to become a problem, like becoming loose. As far as accessories, you have the power pole here, which is pretty hard to screw up. You just have to make it the right color and generally the right size. And then you do have this one you can put on his back. And what's really nice is actually you can pull this out so you don't create a paradox. And you just have to pop his head off, which is actually pretty easy. It feels pretty, nice on there. And which way is it going to go? Which way? No, that's right. Good job, Dawson. There we go. And so you can just pop that on there. So I really like that. Like I've seen other toys where you have a sword or something like that and they have it sticking out, but they don't let you take it out. But I really appreciate that. I think it's just a nice little detail. Also, hope you don't mind. I just kept it in the plastic container because I'm lazy, but also because I'm going to keep these in the container so that I can just store them like that. But you got two kind of open hands. You got a closed fist and then another holding the power pole hand in case you wanted to switch it up. Because right now you just kind of have a general fist on them and then you have the hold the power pole hand, which I really like. Sometimes they just kind of keep them both at the fist. I like that it's kind of already primed for the way I wanted to display them. So yeah, overall, I think this is a solid figure. I really like the Dragon Stars line. They don't always look as good as the Figuarts, but I think you can't beat the price. And I very often see them on sale. There's a few, unfortunately, like that I missed, like Super Saiyan 4 Goku that goes kind of expensive sometimes. But if you can get them when they come out, or you wait and you get lucky, you can get a good deal on them. So for Dragon Ball fans, recommend for sure. That was a weird way of saying that. Anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications from all my videos. Awesome Rider, signing out.